All right, we are live. Let me get the speech chat turned on here. All right.
Ain't no stopping this train. Whoa!
What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless one of the man, Lincoln Clay, and we are back sooner than expected for another session of Project Motor Racing. Today, we will be joining my friend No, this is Jester for a 60-minute community-hosted race, and I think we're going to be doing this at Daytona. I'm not sure. It's going to be Hypercar and GT3, a 1-hour event. This should be fun, and you know me, I love me some endurance race, so 1 hour is perfect. Unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow, so I won't be able to take part in tomorrow's 1 hour weekly race on Race Room. So this will definitely fit the bill nicely here, community race with my good friend. So we will be keeping in contact with each other through direct messages, because he's streaming as well, and he'll be talking to his audience and I'll be talking to mine, so it'll probably be pretty confusing if we're both in the same voice chat, but we're both trying to respond to comments in both of our streams. So yeah, if I need to ask him what a password is or something like that, then I'll just DM him. So big shout out to Jester for hosting this event. Now he's supposed to kick it off. He'll be going live himself in about 10 minutes. And the race is supposed to kick off at about 7 p.m. Eastern time, which is about 25 minutes from now. But I wanted to go early. I wanted to go on live a little bit early to talk about the Xbox Magnus, the rumored next generation Xbox that's supposed to be rumored to release next year. Well, the new Xbox CEO, or whatever her position may be, Asha Sharman, she confirmed that the next Xbox, codenamed Project Helix, is real. And so from there, I checked out a video from Moore's Law is Dead, and he broke down the specs of the Project Helix and all this stuff about RDNA 97 and is made from the same die as this CPU, but cut down. All that shit was over my head. All I cared about was GPU performance. 1 second, folks.
At Platinum Fox said, Xbox PC hybrid.
I'll let y'all get at it. I'm live on YouTube right now. Okay, I'll let y'all there. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I had to take a phone call from my brother. He's in town from Georgia, so he'll be heading out Sunday. So we're supposed to get together tomorrow after I get out of work. So coming back to this Xbox PC hybrid, codename Project Helix. Now, I was saying that I watched a video from Moore's Law. Moore's Law is Dead. So anybody, in my opinion, anybody who knows about this thing now being revealed as Project Helix knows about Moore's Law is Dead videos. He has sources within the industry, and he's been right on a number of occasions. And when he broke down the specs of Project Helix, again, the RDNA stuff, the die cut downs and stuff, all that stuff was over my head. All I really cared about was GPU performance comparisons. and I think he said that the Project Helix is going to be like have 15% more performance than the 9070 XT, and he believes that puts it on par with about a RTX 5080 or 5080 Super. If that is the case, that's going to be a beast of a console. And then the price, a lot of people, you know, so this isn't just him with as far as people speculating the price. The price has been speculated between $1,000 and $1,500. Now, when it comes to PCs, you guys have heard me talk about PCs so many times when I try to talk to you guys about building a PC that's good enough to get the job done at the cheapest possible price. And I used my my PC in the bedroom that has a 3070
At Platinum
Ti.
Fox said, getting expensive.
For a console, but for what? But
At Kamikaze 8824 said, what class are the races gonna be?
it's going to be Hypercar and GT3. Now, as far as it getting expensive for a console, yeah, that might be a little bit rich for the console people's blood. But for what you're getting from a PC standpoint, I don't think this console is going to be. I don't think this console is going to be outrageously priced at, you know, somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500. And I can't believe that I'm saying this. But I spoke to you guys on a number of occasions about building a PC that's capable of getting the job done at the cheapest possible price. And I've always used my 3070 as the baseline. I've told you guys a number of times that my 3070 in the bedroom, that if you want to build a PC that can run most games at the cheapest possible cost, the 3070 is the absolute lowest you can go. And my 3070, as far
At
as
Kamikaze 8824 said, how do I join the races?
Jester is going to be going live here in about 5 minutes. I would suggest watching his stream and just listening for his instructions, as far as, because chances are it's probably going to be a community race, so you'll find it in the community lobbies. You just probably have to listen. You'll probably have to watch his stream and see what the password is going to be. So other than that, I don't think it'll be too hard. But one thing he's probably definitely going to enforce is clean driving. So coming back to the PC thing, again, I've always used my 3070 Ti as the baseline. It plays pretty much all of my flat screen games. Now, what kind of frame rate I get depends on what the resolution is. In terms of my VR games that are built from the ground up, VR games, it can run all of them. But hybrid games...
At Platinum Fox said, 9070 XT 16 GB 600 pounds.
Hold on. I'll have to go back and watch the video again, because I was listening to it from work, and I thought he said 32 gigs. I mean, I think 16 will be enough to get the job done. So this Project Helix is going to be targeting basically 240 frames per second across the board, up to. Whereas I guess the PlayStation 6 is going to be aiming at 120. So it's definitely going to outperform the PS6. So anyway, let me try to talk about what I've been trying to explain to you guys in terms of building a PC for the cheapest possible price, and stay on that. My 3070 Ti, it runs all of my flat screen games. It runs all of my VR games, but the hybrid games is where I run into a problem. It runs all of my hybrid VR games, like all of my racing games. The only ones it does not run is F125, which it used to run it last summer, so I don't know what happened. ACC and AC Evo, it doesn't run of either of those in VR. But as far as flat screen goes, yes, it runs those, you know, no sweat. That PC with the 3070 Ti has got 32 gigs of DDR4. If you were to build that PC with secondhand parts, I think you could probably build that PC for around, if I had to make a guess, you could probably build that PC for around, I think around $800 to $900. But when I tell you guys to future in terms of building a PC that I think where you future-proof yourself, I think the absolute lowest you can go would be a 3080 Ti, which my other PC in there has a 3080 Ti. It has a i9 12900K, 32 gigs of DDR5. That PC, now DDR5 RAM is quite expensive. I think DDR4 RAM isn't, even with the price increase, the inflation, whatever, it's still not that expensive. But that PC in there, I think it's probably going to cost you, if you were to build that PC, with the specs that I just mentioned, you'd probably be looking at somewhere between $1,100 and $1,300 for that PC. But in my opinion, you would be set for years and years and years. Because even though the 3080 Ti is an old card, it is still a formidable card, and it has 12 gigs of VRAM, which will pretty much, you'll be good for pretty much playing anything. But this minimum, I think this minimum 10 gigs of VRAM or whatever it is they're saying for a lot of these games that you need, I think that's a bunch of bullshit, because you go into Steam and a lot of these newer games still only require like a 1080p, like a 1080 graphics card to run them. So those cards probably got 6 or 8 gigs of VRAM or whatever, and they're dinosaurs. So I don't buy into this shit that you need about 10 gigs of VRAM, but for the sake of future-proofing yourself, to have enough VRAM to play pretty much anything across the board, I recommend at the very, very least a 3080 Ti. And along with the other stuff that I mentioned, you would be able to build a PC that will play anything, VR or flat screen, and you wouldn't have to upgrade for years and years and years. The only trade-off to the 3080 Ti is that it pours out a lot of heat when it's under heavy load. And I guess it uses up a little more. It uses up a little more electricity than, say, the 4000 cards. So coming back to the Project Helix, let me see here. Let me go to Jester's stream and keep it silent and keep an eye on that. Yeah, he's live. Looks like he's already started the lobby. So we're at Sebring. All right, he didn't put a password on there, so we're in there.
At Craig Harris 41 said, "Is this Mass Effect?"
We got some massive news today about that Xbox.
At Necrodogs said, "Woof woof."
Necrodogs, what's up?
At Necrodogs said, "Hope everyone's doing well."
Yep, I'm doing pretty good. So, coming back to this new Xbox. So
at Platinum Fox said, "Hi." At Necro. At No This Is Jester said, "Legends."
Jester, how's it going? I've got you pulled up running in the background. So I'm taking a few minutes to talk to my audience about oh, look at this. EJR is in here. Wow. Okay, so it looks like, in my opinion, we've got the founding fathers of Project Motor Racing in here. Host Jester, EJR, and like I said, we got to give a shout out to him. He's another guy that played Project Motor Racing right from the start, and has definitely supported this game. So the Xbox Project Helix, rumored to be priced between $1,000 and $1,500. If
at Kamikaze 8824 said, run the 81 Corvette.
Oh hell no, I can't go that far back. But this race, I think this race is limited to hypercars and GT3s. So, the Xbox, rumored to be priced between $1,000 and $1,500. If this Xbox has the power or has the performance equivalent to a 5080 or a 5080 Super, even at $1,500, it'll still be worth it. Assuming one thing, it's a PC hybrid, so you're going to be able to play your Steam games, your Epic games, your GOG games, and
at Kamikaze 8824 said, no, the number of the car is 81, we'd have teammate liveries.
Oh, I didn't know that, but I don't want to leave the room. I don't want to leave this session and miss it, unless it's already standard. Here's a 58, a 28, and
at Platinum Fox said, bargain as you can't even get a 5080 for less than a kidney.
Yeah, that's what I was, and that's where I was trying to go with this whole thing. I checked out Best Buy, and a 5080 seems to be starting at around $1,400.
At Kamikaze 8824 said, oh, you don't have the mod.
No, and I don't want to leave this session to go hunt it down. So yeah, we'll catch it next time. But yeah, a 5080 starts at $1,400. That alone will make this Xbox worth its cost, because especially if they drop the paywall, it is rumored that they would drop the paywall, that you would know that you would not be required to have Xbox Live or Game Pass Core to play online.
At Drew Griffin 2643 said, so glad you're in here, sir. Good luck, folded hands.
Thank you so much. So, I'm guessing that to build
at
a
Necrodogs said, consoles are never worth it for performance IMO. It's the integration, ease of use and polished/easy to use experience which makes consoles enticing.
Yeah, but this new Xbox could be a game changer. And so, just so anybody doesn't think that I'm glazing Xbox, for a lot of years I have hated Microsoft. I have hated them with a passion. But this next Xbox could be a game changer. The power of a $3,000 PC with the ease of use of a console. Again, you know, a 5080 starts at $1,400. And if it functions as a PC and it allows you to download any app and just use it like a PC, case in point, if you can download the Meta app on there, you would be able to run VR on this new Xbox. So you wouldn't have to buy a PlayStation in order to, you know,
at Platinum Fox
have VR or something.
Said, J.A., that's the selling point of consoles of old. No longer a gateway for PC. Now it's endgame balling PC.
No longer a gateway for PC, is now in-game balling PC. Yeah. And I think for sim racers, this new Xbox is huge because there are people out there that just do not want to buy a PC, but you've given them PC power with the ease of use of a console. Now, okay, so let's say you're on the Xbox, right? And you want to play Le Mans Ultimate, but you don't want to wait for it to come to console. Well, with this new Xbox, you can play the Steam version of it instead of having to wait for it to come to instead of waiting for the Xbox version.
Said. They said that about every generation of console for the last 20 years. I'm not convinced. I'll be happy to be proven wrong though.
This console right here might be the last console you ever need, unless Microsoft gimps it, because they're also, I guess it's still going to be fully compatible. So with this new console, you'll still be able to go all the way back to the 360 games and be able to play those. And there are some games that are still alive on the 360, but you can't even get them on PC, you know, without an emulator or something. Oh, he set this up for a night race.
At Adrenaluquity said, I'm done racing for the rest of today. Way too many dirty drivers, unamused face.
Well, this is a community race hosted by Jester, so I would like to think that there won't be, you know, there might be some incidents, but I would like to think nothing deliberate.
Clear of pit lane.
Oh, it skipped the gear on me. We got a
At
problem.
Necrodogs said, I've driven 20 hours of Nordschleife fun driving in Assetto Corsa over the last 2 days.
Oh, it's skipping gears. We got a big problem. We got a big problem. Yeah, this is bad. Unfortunately, I gotta switch this to automatic.
At Necrodogs said, whenever I drive Assetto Corsa, I wonder why the F I'm driving other sims heartsuit.
Auto clutch authentic? Give me a second. I'll check that in a second. Auto clutch.
At RSR Pocahontas Pink said, hey Lincoln HRU hello chat.
Pocahontas, how you doing? We've got a big problem. Preferences. We go to assist, racing line off, traction control, authentic ABS, auto clutch, force on. Might have to do that. trailing throttle, downshift protection oh, there we go. Transmission, we have to go automatic, unfortunately. Because it's skipping gears. It jumped all the way up from first gear to fifth gear. It looks like I have to spectate. What are we looking at? Actually, let's have a look at EJR. It looks like he's using the Corvette also. If I knew I was going to have this problem with my wheelbase. By the way, Pocahontas.
Ain't no stopping this train! Whoa!
At Necrodogs said, "Oof, too bad. Can't you fix it?"
It's this is a Fanatec problem. I thought when this was happening to me, I originally thought it was a Project Motor Racing problem. But it only happens on my Fanatec wheelbase, and it only happens during online sessions. I don't have this problem with my Logitech wheelbase. The other thing is, even with this Fanatec wheelbase, it doesn't
At
happen during
RSR
single
Pocahontas Pink said, smiling face.
All right. It doesn't happen during single races. It only happens during online races. So I don't know. I'm wondering if there's some latency where it's trying to catch up and it's flying through the gears. I don't know. So I'd imagine we're watching EJR right now. I'd imagine he's streaming this as well. So if you want to check that out, his YouTube channel is EJR Racing. So if you want to see 3 different perspectives, you can hang out here. You can go over to Jester, or you can check out EJR. So my fastest lap on here was in the GT3. My fastest lap was, I believe, a 158 something.
At Kamikaze8824 said, "How do I stop the car from snapping on corner entry?"
You got to be gentle with the pedal. Keep in mind, as part of the tire model fix or whatever the case may
At
be.
Necrodogs said, "That's almost as weird as my Moza KS wheel rebooting randomly in ACC but not in AC or AC EVO."
Kamikaze, the cars only have hard tires, no soft tires, and you're starting out with cold tires. So you must be gentle with the throttle until it warms up. forgot I put this on automatic.
Clear of pit lane. Timing started, gonna move on.
Oh shit.
At Shaolin Monk 4206 said, I'm still at work. At Shaolin Monk 4206 said, but I think we about to leave.
Oh, okay. I hope you had a very productive day.
At Shaolin Monk 4206 said, is this the race?
No, it's quali. Damn, dude, get out of my way.
At Shaolin Monk 4206 said, no, I mean the 1 hour race.
10 minutes to go.
Give me a second, I'll have to come back and check that.
At Kamikaze 8824 said, what's your wing angle?
I really don't know, because I wasn't paying attention to all that. You can download setups though. Just go to downloadable content.
At Necrodogs said, "That's a bit of an intimate question," kamikaze face with tears of joy. At Kamikaze8824 said, "They are blowing my doors off on the straights."
Damn it, I messed it up. What an idiot! He just destroyed my lap. What an absolute helmet, as Boris would say. That just destroyed. Essentials. Engine and drivetrain. We're gonna fill it up. Since this is gonna be a 1-hour race, we're gonna fill it up.
At Kamikaze8824 said, "Yeah, I'm slow AF on the straights."
Oh.
hard luck, mate. Some tough races out there. We'll have to come up with a good game plan for the race.
The good news is, the
At Joe8466 said, that looked intense.
Hey Joe, how's it going?
Ain't no stopping this train! Whoa!
There's a network issue, a network compatibility issue with my wheelbase. My wheelbase is skipping gears, so I was forced to switch over to an automatic. All right, folks, hit the thumbs up, would appreciate it, and let's go Voltron Force. All right, let's get suited up. So, there's gonna be wrecks all over the place. I just need to survive lap 1.
At Joe8466 said, auto shift seemed pretty good.
It did, but I would have been able to get a little bit more out of it if I would have been able to shift the gears manually. Because what's been happening is it's been shifting. It'll go from like 2nd gear to 5th, 3rd to 6th. It's supposed to be a Fanatec problem. They put out an update and it was working for a minute, but now we're back to the same shit. All right, folks, here we go. 60 minutes of chaos.
Focused.
At the Graybeard Gamer said, good luck.
Thank you, sir. I just gotta survive turn 1. This is a night race too, so this is probably gonna be kind of, oh shit. Great, there's a hypercar rejoining right in front of me. Oh my god. Oh, it looks like he's got ghosting on. Yeah, he's got ghosting on. All right, let's go. Oh, no, he doesn't have ghosting on. I may have just taken somebody out. Deepest apologies. That guy dove in. I had to let him go. Come on, people.
At Necrodogs said, the madness face screaming in fear.
Holy moly. Oh shit! I thought I was gonna rear end that guy.
At Necrodogs. Said. I'm going to bed.
Oh,
Good
all
luck
right.
with the race.
Hey, thanks for stopping
See you
by.
soon.
Yep, appreciate you
At the
stopping by.
Greybeard Gamer. Said. Are you driving GTE or GT3?
GT3. And
Ain't
by the
no
way,
stopping
Greybeard,
this
there you go.
train. Whoa!
Thank you for backing out. Oh, he backed off. Thank you.
Back marker coming up is not for position. Get by as fast as you can. Don't waste any time.
Oh! Damn, I'm seriously messing up. I'm trying too hard to catch up to EJ.
This back marker in front isn't in contention, so pass them now.
That bad start put me behind the 8-ball. Why is it still saying track under investigation? It must be a glitch or something.
back marker in front isn't in contention, so pass them now.
Come on, dude, move!
Back marker up ahead is not for position. Get by as quick as you can. Don't lose any time.
Oh my Christ. lap times are dog shit too. Oh my Christ, again. What happened to EJ? Guess he went into the pits.
At Jameen Whiteout said, G-Day just hoping in and out during the Jester race.
Oh, how's it going? Let's see how much fuel I got left.
At Jameen Whiteout said, awesome FOV.
Thank you. I normally race in VR. That's why I use this FOV.
At Jameen Whiteout. Said. Same.
Oh, cool, fellow VR guy.
At Jameen Whiteout. Said. Rift S face screaming in fear.
Oh, you got a Rift S? I got about 8, 9, 10 headsets around here.
At Jameen Whiteout. Said. Still does the job.
Yeah. I'm probably going to have to start fuel saving.
Halfway in.
At Diddy Danger 64. Said. You like the game?
Oh, I love it. I'm probably going to have to let EJ catch me.
At L_Chillzone_L. Said. Hit the apex bro. Miles off.
Yeah, I'll try to remember that next time. I'm probably going to have to let EJ catch me because I'm caught in the pickle. I don't know whether to try to fuel save and not go into the pits, because if I go into the pits, I'm going to lose that lead. What? I'm in first place. Let him pass for what? Oh, it's a hypercar. Okay.
At Joe8466 said, I think you have enough fuel, barely.
I'm at 41.7 right now, and we still got 24 minutes to go. I think I'm going to have to save for at least one lap or so. And EJ's about 7 seconds behind me, but he's got a 2-second penalty. There's no way around it. I'm going to have to do, like I said, I think for at least one lap, I'm going to have to lift and coast.
Lead is coming up on you.
Damn, I hope that wasn't Jester. Damn, is that EJ already? Damn, who the hell was that charging in?
Back marker coming up is not for position. Get by as fast as you can. Don't waste any time.
At Joe8466 said, you are 2 liters to the good at this pace.
Check your mirror, mate.
All right.
This back marker in front isn't in contention, so pass them now.
What is he doing? he's probably got fresh tires too. Fuck, did I make a colossal mistake? Come on, hypercar, go, 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 go. Starting to get dark again. Damn, I was hoping the hypercar would get him on the corners and force him to slow down.
That marker up ahead is not for position. Get by as quick as you can. Don't lose any time. Back marker is not in our race. Make a quick pass. Blue flag, mate. Let it past.
What happened? Somebody find out what happened to EJ. Oh, he dropped all of... He must have... Something must have happened to his car. Unless he ran out of fuel or something. Because now he's all the way down in 10th place. I can coast now. Shit.
At Shaolin Monk 4206 said, lag.
Oh, damn.
At Shaolin Monk 4206 said, he lost connection.
Oh, that's gotta be gut-wrenching. Yeah, I can lay off now.
The back marker ahead is not for position. We need a clean pass.
At the Mr. Fly 85 said, bring it home, mate.
Yeah. This not the way I wanted to win it though. So I was in a fierce fight with EJ, and I mean he was a seconder. He was about a second ahead of me, but I was keeping with him. And I think the big thing was I never came into the pits, so I'm still on old tires. I believe he did make a pit stop. Oh my God. I got heavy damage, oh my God. I got a little too relaxed.
At the Mr. Fly 85 said, survive for 2 laps.
I'm in trouble. The fuel light's already on.
this lap. Box this lap.
All right, it says white flag. Cool. Oh, now I lost my lights.
At really ice it just me. Said. You have 4.5 liters and are using 3.2 liters per lap according to your dash.
Not for the race, just get past.
Oh, okay, thanks. But now I got so much damage, I don't even have headlights. Oh my goodness.
At Joe8466 said, great job.
Thank you so much. That was scary. If anybody's watching EJR's, watching his stream, tell him good race. That's not exactly the way I would have wanted to win it, but we had a pretty good battle going for a while.
At Shaolin-Monk4206 said, good race, checkered flag.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. My back is sore. All right. Let me back out of this one and thank Jester for hosting the race. Oh man. Boy, did that one leave my back sore.
At Touch JLC said, Edra is not streaming, I think.
Okay.
GGS saluting face.
All right. I'll put a comment in his most recent stream or something. That was a little bit of a wild race. Slower cars, slower GT3s, and the hypercars coming through made that interesting. All right.
At Gamepad Racer 86 said, GR. At Joe8466 said, he uses the PMR Discord if
Well
you
done,
want to
Lincoln.
leave a comment
Killed it,
there.
mate.
At Gamepad Racer 86 said, congrats on class win, smiley face.
Thank you, thank you.
Should have smashed that. Yeah, well done to everyone who did it. It was good test of endurance. When are you putting yours up, EJ?
All right. Yeah, EJ just he said good race. Same
Now. Yeah. All right. Oh.
So everybody's in Jester's chat basically congratulating each other. Holy moly.
If you want, I mean, if you put one up now, we could all jump in it before you even launch.
Here's
yeah, most likely, Louncy. I had a look at the newsletter. No worries, Touch. Yeah, it was cool to have a couple people streaming it. We definitely need to get on top of the connection issues between everybody, and then we could have something really good.
Looks like there's a couple of people in there that were pulling between. They were pulling for either me or EJ
like
to win the race.
For the GT3s. I come across them a couple of times where they were outright like still racing each other. No worries. All right. Well, yeah, see how it goes. I could, can I change the limit? I should, no, I can't. I'd have to reset it to change the limit.
Oh,
or
man.
change the track to a... But yeah, this will be next weekend's one. And then undetermined fourth track, but it's probably going to be Nord.
Well, so it sounds like Jester's going to do this again next weekend. If he does it again next weekend, I'll try to get everything set up and do this from either my 3070 PC in the bedroom on my Logitech wheelbase, or I'll do it from my PS5. So yeah, I gotta get that together. As far as like I don't think I have my pit thing mapped out either. So once I saw the fuel and saw that I could make it if I did some fuel saving, that became the strategy. But once EJ got past me, he forced my hand. I had to go all out just to stay with him. He had a 2-second penalty, so I was just trying to stay within the penalty.
No, this is Jester. Said, well done brother, you had a great race. GT3 looked sweaty. No, this is Jester. Said, I blew yet another LMDH win.
Man, you guys in the hypercars were flying by so fast, Jester. I didn't know who was coming. All I know was that blue light, the blue flag light lit up inside the car. And I'm like, please just hurry up and get past me. Especially with me in the middle of a fight with EJ. That really put me behind the 8 ball, because the hypercars were catching me on the curves and they were getting past him on the straights. So they didn't interrupt anything that he was doing, but they definitely interrupted me. And not to mention that I had to fuel save a couple of laps too, because I was scared I wasn't going to make it. But excellent race. Thanks so much for hosting it. I was just telling the viewers here, you do it next week. I will either do this again from my 3070 PC, or I will do it from my PS5.
No, this is Jester. Said, yeah, I noticed and tried to let you guys have your battle and get straight.
Yeah. But racing, Jester. So I wasn't so much worried about you. I was worried about anybody else that was in there that was not experienced at hypercars and probably wouldn't recognize that me and EJ were in a fight.
JLC said, I'm trying to get used to the LMDH. Seems like I can't get the most out of M.
The hypercars aren't that bad to drive on this game. The hypercars are kind of hard to drive on Le Mans Ultimate. I guess the recent tire model helped a little bit, but I guess it's still kind of tough to drive. I just prefer GT3s over hypercars. I love the hypercars and I love watching them. Did I save that replay? What date is this? 2025. I don't think I saved that race.
No, this is Jester said, well, we are doing it again tomorrow and it'll be GT3 then Bathurst next weekend.
Oh, hell yeah, Bathurst. I love it. So tomorrow we'll have to see how things plays out because my brother's in town. And so I'm supposed to hook up with him tomorrow. So it all depends on how long I'm with him. But if I can get back in time, I'll definitely do it tomorrow. But if not tomorrow, you can definitely pencil me in for next week at Bathurst. That's going to be a hell of a race, especially if you do the GT3s and hypercars again. That's going to be a wild race. But folks, I have to be at work tomorrow at 5 a.m. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to
No, this is Jester said, no stress, brother, just letting everyone know.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do
No, this is Jester said, real happy with the turnout for slot 1 this week and last week. No, this is Jester said, yeah, same cars.
Oh hell yeah, I can't wait for that one then. So yeah, folks, if I get back in time, I will join Jester's race tomorrow. And I guess I'll have to get my capture card and stuff like that hooked up because yeah, I want a little bit of a change of pace. And I'll look to see about doing this from my PS5 instead this time. Make it a little more interesting. On my Logitech wheelbase in the bedroom, I found a way to put a camera in my bedroom without it being invasive, so I'll be on cam in the bedroom too and all that stuff. Pause.
No, this is Jester said, let's make it a thing, haha. No, this is Jester said, trophy yellow smiling.
Absolutely, absolutely. I loved it. And yeah, you're right. It was sweaty because I spun out once. I think I got bumped off the track another time. So the whole time I was fighting to try to catch EJ. So I think at one point I think I was like 20 something seconds behind EJ. And then I think when he went into the pits, I had chopped it down to about 11 seconds. And then I had a comfortable lead, but once I had to start fuel saving, then yeah, I gave him the lead back when I had to start saving fuel. Not only that, once he came out of the pits, he was on fresh tires too. So he was in a position where he could push it, and I was still having to be, I was still having to like be a little easy on it, so to speak. But yeah, folks, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna grab a quick bite to eat. I'm gonna be a passenger. Yeah, passenger, a spectator, and watch Jester's stream. So Jester is in the chat. Hold on a second. Let me do something real quick. And go to my stream. Oh, EJR is live. So you guys can check him out too. Just a minute. Hold on a second. Where's the chat? There's Jester. So let me make him a mod. All right, Jester is a mod. Okay, folks. So yeah, I believe Jester is still live. EJR is live. So go check those two out. I'll be bouncing back and forth between those two streams because, like I said, I gotta grab a quick bite to eat, get some rest, and get ready for work tomorrow. And yeah, that fight with EJ left me a little bit a little bit drained. Who would have thought that I would have wound up drained from a community race? But it happened. That was a great race, and I hate that I didn't save the replay. But I can still always go back and watch the stream. So, all right, folks, that is going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Again, everybody, go check out Jester. Go check out EJR Racing. They are both live. Go check them out. And again, folks, tell EJ great race. All right, folks. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Until then, you all know the line. Wakanda forever. Long live the king, and deuces. Have a good one, everybody. We will see you soon.